Hello and welcome back to Chaotic and Witchy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would like to remind you to please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please leave your comments below letting me know what you would like to see from me, what kind of pick of cards you would like to see in the future, whether the cards resonated with you, as well as anything else you would like to leave below. Today's reading is going to be exploring you and your twin flame, where you both are in your respective journeys, where you both are in life, whether you're close to uniting, as well as any messages that they have for you or any insight into your union. Thank you so much for joining me, and I would like to show you that pile 1 is the star, pile 2 is the seashell, and pile 3 is the moon crystal. So thank you so much once again, and let's get into it. Hello and welcome pile 1. So to begin, I'm going to let you know a little bit about how this reading is going to go for you today. I'm going to start by looking at you, and these cards are intended to represent you, your energy, where you currently are in life. And then I'm going to look at the tarot for your twin flame, and I'm going to examine where they are and whether there are any messages that you need to hear for your connection, and whether there's any information that you need to hear in order to help in uniting or in order to help with maintaining the connection you presently have. I will look to see if you have already met your twin flame or if you're preparing to meet your twin flame. I'm also going to assess any other messages that can come through for you both. But before I do, I'm going to let you know that the song that I picked for you today is Up We Go by Lights. So immediately what I'm sensing is that you are someone that has been through quite a period of difficulty, and that is very apparent with the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. I feel that you have been in a very contemplative retreat recently. You have spending a lot of time in your head. You have been spending a lot of time evaluating yourself, evaluating the things that matter to you, reassessing yourself. You also have the Four of Swords to confirm this. You are recovering from a degree of pain, from some kind of heartache. And I do believe that you are someone who is very eccentric and colorful. You're very emotive. You're quite brilliant and clever and smart. I see the Four of Swords, and I see that this is clearly someone, she's tattooed, she's got fangs, she's a little bit cutting, she's got gorgeous rainbow hair. I feel that you're a very attractive, vibrant person. You're very unique, and you have a very creative way of thinking about things. You have the Six of Cups present as well. I think that you're someone who's been revisiting the past, reminiscing about the past, looking back at the past and how things used to be. And that could be just because of this very deep and painful period of transition that we are in. We are facing a lot of difficulties in the world. We're seeing a lot of things unfold on the world stage. Perhaps you're looking back into your past and thinking about how things used to be a little bit easier, a little bit lighter, but you are going through a period of necessary change and evolution. The other thing is you could have gone through a breakup, you could have gone through a separation, you could have ended a connection that was no longer serving you as well. And I also see the Temperance card. I feel that you're exercising a great degree of restraint in your life. You're exercising a great degree of balance, and you're trying to rework and rewire yourself so that you can once again achieve that balance. I think something has been thrown off balance for you, and it needs to be returned to that balanced state. And I do believe that because I have the Revelations Oracle card, I do think that you have been going through a little bit of revelation in your life. The Revelations card is also about seeking justice. It's all about unshrouding things that have been shrouded and kept hidden from you. So I do believe you're going through a very powerful transformation as well. Perhaps you learned something about someone that wasn't, fitting. You had to walk away from a relationship because you realized it wasn't working. There was something missing. And there's definitely a degree of that present here in the cards. I also want to look at your twin flame. So for your twin flame, I have the Ten of Pentacles. I have the Knight of Pentacles. I have the Five of Wands, and I have the Ten of Wands. Now, what this tells me right away is that your twin flame is someone who has accumulated wealth or is seeking to accumulate wealth, meaning that perhaps they're in an area of study that is intended to create a lot of wealth and success for them. Perhaps they're in a profession that is known to be a profession that is paid well, that is a very career-driven profession, a very monetary profession, or just a profession that just by its very nature is very competitive. Because I do have the Five of Wands, and that is a card of competition. It's a card of having to fight for something, face something, and there is a bit of adversarial competition there as well. You also have the Ten of Wands, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the way that I see this, one way of reading this, is that this person is currently in a job or an area of study where there's a lot of burden, difficulty, competition, and they are working towards something greater. They are definitely working to ultimately build a life for themselves, which is this Ten of Pentacles, if they have not yet already. Now, I do believe from these cards that you have not yet met this person. And the reason why I believe you have not yet met this person is because I have this oracle card that says, shine bright like a candle, you will make it through this. Now, one of the ways of seeing this, and what I'm getting for this, is you are about to enter their life, or you are about to connect with this twin flame, and they're going to use you as a source of inspiration, and you are going to use them as a source of inspiration. Also, the fact that this is a candle, flame, twin flame, I do believe that this is meant to connote the twin flame relationship. But I'm seeing that you're about to have this moment of connection where you feel reawakened, reinvigorated, that your creativity is going to spark up again, because I do believe you have been in a period where that has been quite difficult. And the other reason I don't believe you have met your twin flame is, once again, I'm looking at these cards, and I have 3 cards in a row where your twin flame is, these cards are saying to me that your twin flame is desperate, they're sad, they're at a loss, there's a lot of burden. And although the Knight of Pentacles is a positive card, I'm seeing that they're facing a lot of burdens and a lot of challenges. But I don't think it is necessarily because of money. I do think that they're on the right track, in the right field, but it is weighing heavy on them because something is missing. These are, cards that suggest to me that there's an absence, there's a sadness in all of this. There's a degree of not necessarily regret or remorse, but a feeling of, oh my God, why am I doing this? This is so hard. I'm questioning myself. It's so challenging. And I do believe that they're up against those kinds of challenges currently. But I do believe that you're close to union, because I have all in the golden afternoon. I have inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and contemplation. So this is, again, a second card that represents to me that there is an inspiration that's about to occur, much like the shine bright like a candle. There is a creative spark, there's an inspiration, there's a triggering of the imagination that's about to occur. And I believe that this can occur separate or apart. So if you are not about to unite, you're about to have that creative spark, and they are about to have this creative spark that is going to move you both closer together. I do sincerely feel that, because I have the Frog Prince, intimacy. Now, when I first looked at this card, and I'm looking at it now, I feel like you're someone who has, quote unquote, kissed a lot of frogs in your day. You've had a lot of bad relationships. You have had a lot of negative connections. You have had a lot of things that started but really didn't go anywhere. And you have indeed found yourself kissing a lot of frogs and facing quite a bit of challenges in the romantic area. And you have not found the person that is going to be your forever person, your connection, the person that gives you this creative spark, this creative energy, and propels you forward. But I do sincerely believe that that is coming for you. So pile 1, do I think that you have met your twin flame? I do not think that you have yet met your twin flame. I'm so sorry for my extremely sunburned arm. Pile 1. But I do not believe you have met your twin flame, but I think that you're very, very close to connecting with them. I do believe you're close to meeting them. And when you do, you're going to be a creative spark for them. The other thing I'm hearing is, because they have been chasing these financial goals and these financial gains, you're going to come as a shock to their system, because you're going to invigorate a part of their life that has been sleeping, that has been dormant, that has not yet had the type of fulfillment that was necessary to propel them forward creatively. You're going to be their muse, I'm hearing, and they're going to be your muse. And you know what? That's kind of what they're here to do. Twin flames are souls that we have decided, if you believe in such things, and obviously if you clicked on this, you must to some degree. Twin flames are souls that were split in half before we entered our lives here on earth. And the goal of this splitting is so that when we do unite, we unite in order to achieve a greater purpose. We unite in order to do something better, more meaningful, more powerful, transformative, change the world. And this does not necessarily mean that you're going to marry this person and live happily ever after. A twin flame is someone who's going to shake your foundations. They're going to challenge you. They're going to piss you off. They're going to make things difficult, but all in a very positive way. So if you're with someone and they're challenging, but they're, you know, nasty and they're mean and they're putting you down and they're just trying to hurt you and pull you down, that's not your twin flame. Sorry to say, that is someone who is a bully. That's not someone that you should, that's not someone that's going to move you forward for the greater good. A twin flame will. However, that doesn't mean you're going to be romantic partners. This could be someone who's a friend or a business partner. But for you, pile one, I have the Angel of Love card. So I'm going to tell you this is a romantic partner for you. That it's just that simple. And I don't believe you have met them quite yet, because I am seeing a lot of this dormant, inactive energy. I do think that you are someone who's very creative, you're very bright, you're lively, you're cutting, you're clever, you're funny. You can take something and transform it. You can take a concept and learn it quickly and master it quickly. And they are very financially tactful. They're very resourceful, much in the same way. But what both of you are lacking currently is that creative spark. And when you do meet this person, and again, for some of you, you have met this person, so you already know who I'm talking about. But your focus for some of you is that you've been a little bit stagnant creatively, and they have been concerned about their financial wealth, their resources, building stable foundations. But very soon, that is going to reinvigorate. It's going to pick back up. So if you have met your twin flame, because some of these piles, this is a general reading, some of you have, but I'm strongly getting for pile one that a lot of you have not. So don't despair. The person that you meet will spark that creative energy in you, will motivate you, will shake you to do what you need to do, because that is their goal and their purpose. And again, like I said, for a lot of us, our twin flames are not our romantic partners, but our friends, our business partners, or mentors, or people that we walk alongside with on this journey to do greater, better things. You, however, pile one, this is your romantic partner. So if you have already met them, you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you have not yet met them and you're stuck in this stagnant, creativeless energy, you will meet them very, very soon. So thank you so much for watching pile one. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the reading. Did it resonate? But also, if you have any ideas for future readings, please leave them down below and I'll be happy to do them sometime in the future. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome pile one. Before I begin, I'm going to let you know how this reading is going to go. So to start, I'm going to look at your cards that represent you. Then I'm going to have a look at your twin flame and their cards. And I'm going to assess where you are, where they are, your energy, their energy, what you need to know right now, what they need to know right now, and any messages you have for each other from your higher selves to help move you along. And I'm also going to look and see if you guys have met yet or if you're about to meet. And I'm going to assess a little bit about what roles you're going to play in one another's lives. To start, I'm going to let you know the song that I picked for you. The song that I picked for you is Still Learning by Halsey. Now, it's a very fitting song for this very fitting spread, because the Death card is your first card, and what it represents are endings, change, and transformation. So you also have the Six of Swords here to confirm this. I believe that you may have ended a relationship with someone recently, or you had a romantic attempt that did not go as well as you had hoped. I think perhaps you thought this person was a twin flame, a soulmate, or at the very least someone who would be a very good temporary companion. Again, you also have the Eight of Wands, which is a very interesting card, which is all about movement, travel, change, and transition. And it's also paired with the Queen of Wands, which is all about confidence and courage and movement and development and personal growth. So I feel that while something has ended for you, and I do believe it may be a romantic connection for you, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, as this is a general reading. Could have been work related, it could have been school related, it could have just been a spark, an aha moment, and that moment is propelling you into better, bigger, better things, just bigger, better things is what I'm trying to say. Because what I'm really sensing for you is you have a lot of movement on the horizon. You have a lot of evolution on the horizon. I think you're someone who's very well read. I'm seeing books in the Queen of Wands' hands. I think you're going to be doing something with books and creativity or art. She's got brushes in her crown, or a pen, I believe, in her crown. But at either rate, you're moving, you're either doing something creative right now and you've gotten a reinvigoration for it. You have a new light that has a fire that's been lit under you to help progress that creative project along, and the confidence to progress that creative project along. You also have the Eight of Wands, which suggests that there's going to be movement involved here. But ultimately, you've gone for a transformation. There has been a period of sadness, of difficulty, and you're about to move towards something bigger, better, and brighter. Now, I want to have a look at your twin flame. I have the Five of Cups. I have the Six of Swords. Okay, wow, right underneath your Six of Swords, the Six of Swords pile 2. I have the Fool for your twin flame, and I have the Three of Wands for your twin flame. Sorry about my sunburned arm. So let's start with your twin flame. Let's get to your twin flame. I feel like at the same time, your twin flame is feeling a bit of regret, failure, and disappointment. And as you are a perfect mirror to your twin flame, I'm also pulling the Six of Swords for them as well, which means they're also in a process of transitioning out of that place towards something better. And they're doing it with some support. So there's definitely support around them to help make that transition smoother and easier for them. They may have been in a long-term relationship with someone that they had to leave and they had to exit, or perhaps there has been a death of something else, a transition of something else towards something better. I'm hearing work. There has been a transition in terms of work. They had to end something that was no longer serving them to help move towards something better, because I have the Fool here, and the Fool is all about new, brave, courageous, impulsive, but exhilarating beginnings, because this person is coming from that place where they were weighed down, they were tied down, they were unhappy, there was a lot of darkness, despair, doom and gloom, and they're transitioning into, the Fool is the first major arcana of the tarot. This is all about brave, bold, impulsive, exciting, exhilarating beginnings, like I had mentioned. And I also have the Three of Wands, which means looking towards a new horizon, towards new opportunities. This can be romantic, but as this is a general reading, this could be work related. I believe they are about to embark on something new. Oops, excuse me, because I have the Survival card. I feel like whatever they have been doing currently, they have been doing it just to survive. But the Survival card is also about ingenuity. It's all about using your creative spark to get to something better, to get to something more fitting, more creative, more stable, more monetarily viable. And I believe that that is where they are. And I believe that's where you are as well. I feel that for you as well, because you are, again, a perfect mirror to this person. Now, this pile, I do believe you may have already met your twin flame. You may already be in a relationship with your twin flame. But if you have not, you're very, very close to meeting them, because you are mirroring them so closely. You have the Six of Swords and the Six of Swords mirroring each other one after the other. That is very interesting to me. And that should be happening, because our twin flame is a perfect mirror to us, for better or for worse. I also have Courage. So I do believe both of you are at the beginning of a new creative endeavor, or I think that maybe perhaps for you, you're a little bit further along in your creative endeavor than they are, but they're about to begin something really big and bold and creative, and they're doing it with the Fool card. They're doing it as a novice almost, and this is an area, well, they have a little bit of experience there because they're choosing to go there, but it's new. It's a brand new beginning. It's a brand new start. So I do believe that for you, pile 2, your twin flame is about to embark on that. And why I'm saying I feel like you have met them already is, again, because you're mirroring each other so precisely. You might already live with this person, or you may know of this person in some capacity. And I do believe that whatever they're about to embark on, it is something that's going to show their ingenuity, their creativity, their resilience, their ability to survive. Wherever they're about to embark on, like you and your creative endeavors, you and they are going, you both share this survival trait, this ability to start somewhere new and build out of it and make it something great, make it something brilliant, make it something that is going to be your own. And I do sense that for you. And I also feel that while there are those of you who have met your twin flame, there are also those of you who have not, because I have a moment's regret. And I believe that for some of you, you are regretting some decision that you made in the past. You are regretting some choice that you made. I'm hearing that some of you did end a relationship or a romantic endeavor, and you might be looking back and going, oh crap, should I have done that? That might have been a mistake. You might be thinking, oh, I want to call them. I want to talk to them again. I want to reach out. But the card is saying nostalgia, idealizing a past, feeling like you've made a mistake. Now, it's important to see that it is feeling like you've made a mistake. It doesn't necessarily mean you have made a mistake. And I do believe that for you, you have not made a mistake. And I think also I'm hearing that your twin flame is questioning their decision and their new start. And they feel like they might be making a mistake in this new endeavor. But rest assured, you are not making a mistake, that this is a very fruitful endeavor. This is something that's going to make you bigger and better and more well suited for each other in the end, because whatever endeavor they are embarking on, it is meant to, you are both meant to, if the twin flame connection works, it is meant to boost the both of you up and help you fulfill your higher self, your objectives, and succeed and thrive. That's the point. And whatever you're here to do, it is meant to make, it is meant to allow you to find your greater good, your better self, but also help improve the world in some way. I'm hearing that some of you may be teaching together, you may be working together, but you're definitely going to support each other in a very, very meaningful way. So if you don't yet have a twin flame, I believe that when you do meet this person, they're going to be supportive of you and you're going to be supportive of them. Now, no matter how ridiculous or quote unquote foolish, as the fool card represents the endeavor is, no matter how many times others say that about you or about what you're about to do or what they're about to do, it is going to be something that is going to be meaningful and quite supporting and all embracing of each other's creativity and all embracing of each other's, you know, hardships. And that support is going to help get you there quicker and faster and help you fight the challenges and survive. I do believe that you two will meet and allow yourself that survival card and help pull each other out of that transit. Or sorry, of that difficult transit. And I'm saying transit because I'm thinking of the Six of Swords. You are definitely both, again, perfectly mirroring each other. There's movement, there's transit, there's courage, there's bravery, there's survival. You're mirroring each other beautifully. And I have the Magician and the Mirror here. So I think that just confirms that you two are each other's yin and yang. Now, I don't know if this is a romantic connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This could be someone that's going to come into your life and help you promote a business or help you in your business endeavors, and you're going to help them in their endeavors. You're going to help you in your creative endeavors. You're going to help them in their creative endeavors, and vice versa. I actually feel that because I have the Mirror card, you're going to balance each other out very well and very beautifully. So you either know who this person is because you have met them or you're about to meet them, but this person is definitely someone who's going to support you, uplift you, no matter how ridiculous the idea is. They're going to hear you out. They're going to help you out. They're going to bring you down to earth when it's necessary, but ultimately they are going to support you and they're going to help you grow. Now, because I do have a moment's regret card, there are some regrets here, and I have another oracle card for you, and it says follow your own good advice. Now, this is a message from your twin flame. They want you to know, if you have not met them yet, because they would say this to you if you have, follow your own good advice. You have your you have your ducks in a row, you have your intuition in the right place. So if you're regretting a decision you made, you're also aware that it's still nonetheless the right decision to have made, that you're both on the right track and you're both going to the right place. And perhaps they're not yet there to tell you that, and they want you to know that right here and right now, that where you're going, where you're moving, what you have left to be behind, and where you're moving towards, that is the right choice. You have made the right choice, because whatever it is, if it's represented by the Six of Swords, it is not a happy place to be. It is not a good place to be. And if you're looking over your shoulder thinking, I'm scared, I want to go back there because that place is safe and secure, even though it was hurtful and painful for me, I want to go back there because that's a sure thing. Your twin flame, if you have not yet met them, and if you have met them, they would tell you this so you would know, but if you have not yet met them, they would let you know that you have to trust yourself. You know what's best for you. You've made the right decision. Don't look back just because you're afraid of what is ahead of you. Do not look back because you're afraid of what is to come. And that is what they want you to know, pile 2. So, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Good luck on all of your endeavors. I'm very excited for what's up ahead for you, pile 2. And please, if you like this reading, like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what other pick a card readings I should do in the future. I would very much appreciate it if you did, and I will see you soon. Hello and welcome, pile 3. I'm going to start your reading by doing the same little spiel that I gave the other piles and letting you know how this reading is going to go today. So to start, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to look at the tarot that's laid out in front of you, and these cards are meant to represent you, your energy, where you currently are in your journey. And then I'm going to look at tarot to represent your counterpart, your twin flame, and see where they are in their journey and what they're currently dealing with. And then I'm going to assess any messages that I have for both of you and what information you need to hear right now. And we're going to examine how those things compare and contrast. And then I'm going to let you know any kind of messages that I'm picking up for you that might be helpful to you currently or along this journey. So I'm going to start with the song that I chose for you today, and it's Raising Hell by Kesha. It's a very exciting song. It's a very empowering song. It's all about, flipping off old institutions. It's all about giving hell to people who probably deserve it, who have been holding you down, who've been finger wagging. And I feel that very, very strongly for you, pile 3. I have the moon card here. Now, the moon card can represent a lot of things, but I feel that for you, it represents your spiritual intuition. Now, I'm judging this simply by the colors and by the image on this tarot card. You have this very beautiful girl or woman laying down, and she's holding in her hand a pentacle. She's staring at the moon, and she's surrounded by all of these colors, these very beautiful, vivid images. And I believe what this card tells me is that you're someone who's at the very beginning of a very powerful spiritual journey. And I believe for some of you, this is a journey that's going to be financially fulfilling. So this could be something that you are about to turn into profit. This could be something that is very soon going to turn into profit. I have the Ace of Cups here as well. I think that whatever you're embarking on is something that is filling your cup, so to speak. The Ace of Cups could be a soulmate card. I don't necessarily think that's the case just because I'm looking at the other cards here and I have to assess everything as a whole. And what the Ace of Cups is telling me, that whatever you're embarking upon or what you have already begun, because I'm feeling you have begun this because I do sense that you're being transformed by it already. I feel like this is a very spiritually fulfilling endeavor. I feel like this is going to fill you up in a way that you have not yet been filled up. I feel like you've been drained by old ways of thinking, by old systems, by people within these systems, and you're embarking on something very, very exhilarating, very energizing. I also have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're someone who's bold, who's confident, who is abundant, who's creative. She's holding tarot here as well, and I cannot ignore the image on this card, which is why I'm thinking that you're someone who's at the beginning of a spiritual journey of some kind. She is holding tarot. She is, above her head. She's having these visuals of images and visions. There is you know, I think a castle behind her that's depicted here. So it's a very exciting, luxurious, abundant, powerful card. I feel like you're someone who's very powerful, pile 3. If you are not feeling that way yet, you soon will, because I do feel this very transformative energy. And then you have the world. Now, what the world to me symbolizes here, you have the world twice in this pile. I'm going to just get that right out of the way, because you have the world twice. Now, this is all about, and again, you have the moon depicted here, or rather an eclipse depicted here. And it is, so I do feel like you're in a moment of powerful transition and change. And Tarot wanted you to know that twice. I also feel like the world in a lot of cases, and for you, pile 3, represents a coming together, the kind of finality that involves a union, a bringing together of things. Your luck is finally aligning in such a way that if you have not yet felt it, it will soon be felt. Your luck is aligning. You have the world twice. You're about to come together in a very powerful way to whatever it is that you are seeking out to accomplish, to whatever it is that you're seeking out to do. That is about to be fulfilled. So if you've been wishing for something, manifesting something, working on something, trying to get at something, it is soon about to come. Now I want to look at what your twin flame is currently, where your twin flame is currently at, what energies I'm picking up for them. Now I have the 5 of Pentacles, and I'm going to say right here and now that I believe your twin flame has been struggling financially. I believe they have either, their job has either ended, or they're concerned about their finances. Perhaps they have been laid off. Perhaps they had to walk away from their job because it's no longer viable. I also have the Page of Coins. Now the Page of Coins is ultimately quite a powerful card. It is about manifesting financially, growing, being able to bring that physical, material success into their lives. I do believe that there has been a loss. I do believe they are not happy where they are, but I do feel that that is soon going to change for them, because I have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is all about independence. It's all about setting boundaries. It's all about direct communication. It's all about knowing what you want and going for it. It is, that is what it is about. So I feel that while you are going through a bit of a spiritual journey, you're also trying to manifest something into your life. You're trying to bring abundance into your life. You're trying to get something in your life that you may not have, but you're certainly getting there. You have the world twice. I do think that symbolizes completion, that symbolizes union, that symbolizes a finality, and that your luck is going to change and things are going to come together for you in quite a wonderful way. For your twin flame, I have Judgment. Now, Judgment card can represent a lot of things, but it also represents rebirth. So with all of these financial difficulties that I feel like they're facing, with the fact that they feel the need to set boundaries, be independent. Now, I feel like this is 2 things. Number 1, I think that they're about to deal with their financial difficulties by being independent. So for some of you, this can mean that your twin flame is about to become a sole proprietor of a business. They're about to re-envision their area of work, their area of where they have been getting money, their resources. They're about to re-envision it and approach it from a different way, because I have the Ingenuity card. I have the Ingenuity card, and this connotes leadership. This is again a very independent Queen of Swords energy. This is all about being creative, reshaping an existing way of doing things and making it better. This is all about, like it says, ingenuity. And I do believe that your twin flame has that capacity for being creative, for taking something that no longer works for them, exercising their Queen of Swords energy, taking it back, being independent. Perhaps they've been under somebody's boot for a very long time. Perhaps they have worked with a boss that hasn't been so great, a company that hasn't been so great. And, you know, I mean, given the moment that we're in, people are being forced, unfortunately, by the circumstances we're currently in, to find new ways of making money, to find new ways of supporting ourselves, of being resourceful. And I do think that this is someone that is definitely going to do that. There's also the Growing Up card. The Growing Up Oracle card tells us to wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. I feel like you and your twin flame are quite lighthearted. I feel like you're someone who does like to be a little bit playful, a little bit fun, very, you know, I don't want to say immature in a negative way because that's not what I mean. I think that energy is very important to keep within you and to help move through life, quite frankly, because life can be so dark, life can be so difficult, life can be so challenging at times, that this is a very important coping mechanism. It is important to be lighthearted and a little bit childlike. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like whatever endeavor that you and they are about to embark upon, and whatever endeavor that they're currently starting out on, and I do believe it is connected to a business. So I do think that for some of you, you have met your twin flame, or you're currently in a relationship with your twin flame. But if not, you are growing while they are growing. They're growing in a way that is very unique to them. You're growing in a way that is very unique to you. However, again, you're mirroring each other's energy very perfectly here. You're moving through life in tandem, which is why I do believe that for some of you, you have met this person, you have already connected with this person. But if not, that's okay, because you are both working through your journeys at the same time in this perfectly mirrored energy. Now, I do have a bit of a warning for both of you, pile 3. I have the keep your temper card. Don't allow anger to rule you. Now, this is a warning, and it is quite, it is a card that is reminding you to keep your temper, to not let anger rule you, to be moderate, to be conservative, to be restrained. I believe that one of you is, or both of you, is struggling with maintaining your emotions, with controlling your emotions, especially during this very difficult time. And who can blame you? Now, I must have a disclaimer. Keeping control of your emotions and working on yourself and trying to control the impulses that are negative within ourselves does not mean for either party that you should tolerate any bullying, any unkindness, any cruelty. That just means that one or both of you is really struggling and is being burdened by this. It might be a little bit negative, might be quick to temper. But the other thing I'm hearing is that wherever your twin flame is coming from, so whatever that business or that financial endeavor is that had ended, it was making them really angry. It was making them very nasty. It was really suppressing their creative energy. It was really suppressing them and keeping them repressed. But now that they're about to move out of that, I do believe they're assessing their ability to keep a cool and control on their emotions. And I do think that they're going to be successful at this, or at least are constantly reminding themselves to keep their temper. And it is because of the burdens they have been faced with recently, the difficulties that they have been faced with recently. So this is a little bit of a warning for you, pile 3. Please make sure to keep your temper. But I'm not going to excuse anybody's nasty, childlike, cruel behavior. So if that's happening, I really don't care what I or anybody else says to you, any psychic reader, any pick a card. If someone is not treating you well, do not tolerate it. Draw a line and be like the Queen of Swords. Set your boundaries. And be confident when you set those boundaries, and be independent and show that you can be independent, and do not tolerate anybody else's crap. I don't necessarily think that this is a negative aspect of you or your twin flame, just that there have been difficulties lately. But I just want to tell you that if anybody is not treating you how you should be treated, that you have your right to exercise your own independence and to protect yourself and to walk away. So I just wanted to let you know as a disclaimer for this reading, but that does not necessarily mean that that's what's happening here. I'm hearing that for a lot of you, mostly it's a lot of frustration, given that the times that we're in, and given that these transitions are happening quickly and these movements and changes are happening quickly. But I do sense that someone is frustrated. Now, the last card I have for you is the little match girl, and it represents choice. But really, I mean, if you look up the story, it's a very, very sad story by Hans Christian Andersen. And really what it is about is getting yourself through that hopeless time and finding that spark in your life to give you hope and reassurance when there is no spark, where all hope is gone, when things are looking difficult, when things are looking like they are disastrous, that there is no hope in sight. I believe that for you, you have a choice. You have a choice to either let yourself sit in those thoughts, wallow in those thoughts, believe those thoughts, let those thoughts occupy your mind and your space, or you have the choice to find a little bit of hope, to look forward towards the future. And I do think that for you, pile 3, you have visions of the love around you, your home, those people who are supporting you, that are guiding you out of the stormy time. I do think that you are someone who does have a wonderful family, who has people who support you. If not your family, then your friends, then your community, your twin flame, if you have met them. I do believe for some of you, you have met your twin flame, and you have a choice. And the choice is, you can either wallow and face, look at the negative sides of things, or you can look forward towards the spark. And I do think that there's a lot of incredible things coming towards you. I do believe, like the little match girl, there has been a period of difficulty. There has been a period of discomfort, of change, of unpleasant change, of negative change. But ultimately, both you and your twin flame are moving towards something incredible. And I believe there might be a plane passing. So I'm going to wrap this up for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what readings you want to see for me, and I would be happy to consider them. Thank you so much once again, and I hope to see you soon.